so here's a drill that you guys can do with a partner. And the partner doesn't necessarily have to be skilled or even know anything about stand-up fighting at all. They just need to have arms and have the ability to do this. Sort of just windmilling their arms, or I don't know, helicoptering their arms. So I'm just going to work on my ducking, all right? So all she's going to do in a slow way, you start out slow, and then as you start to evolve with your ability and your rhythm and timing with your partner, then they can have, they can pick up the speed. But she's just going to bring one arm out. She brings the arm out, I got underneath, and then that's where I start weight transferring and throwing my shots. Again, we're here, she's going to throw that lead arm, duck under, and go. One of the things that you need to remember while you're doing this is that you don't square up too much, okay? This happens quite a bit. If I'm ducking towards my rear side, so in this case I'm an orthodox stance fighter, ducking to my right side, I'm ducking under another orthodox left hook. As I come here, put weight on this front foot, that's great. Take the weight off of this leg, that's great. Now I can step in that direction. But if I do this, that's not always that great, because I'm square, okay? I want to be in a good stance, so I need to keep my stance. Weight goes on the front leg, duck under, and now I'm ready to throw my punches. So you don't have to hit your grandma, or your wife, or your friend, or whoever it is that you're doing this drill with. Just see that you're in range, and let your lower body throw the movement of the punches, which is what you're supposed to do most of the time anyway, and make sure that you're in range. So if I duck under this again, and I'm here, I can't really hit in that moment. And if her and I were actually fighting, she'd be either out of there, or she'd be guarding herself by the time I start throwing, or turning to face me and hitting me. So I don't really want to deal with that. What I want is to get underneath that elbow. So I get deep underneath that elbow, and now I feel like I'm in a good position to get a combo off. Let's talk about ducking towards our lead side. I do the same thing. I'm stepping, ducking, getting deep underneath, getting this angle, throwing those punches, okay? One more thing to mention is you notice I'm stepping with it each time. Rather than she throws her left and I do this, she throws her right and I do this. There's a time and a place for that. I'm not saying not to do that, but I want you guys to get this U-shaped motion where you duck and come back, duck and come back, and see I'm getting wide and coming back to normal. Wide, back to normal. That's the motion that you really want to get down. And then in a pinch, if you need to be more Joe Frazier style and just stay planted in a moment, you can, because it's the same weight transfer. But the way it'll look is this. She's going to throw a left, then a right, and continuously, and turn and face me each time. Okay, so she throws the left, I duck under, throws the right, I duck under, left, I duck under. Every now and then, seeing a punch there, seeing a punch counter, seeing a punch counter, moving here. Make sure your partner is doing two things that are important. One is that they are giving you enough time to react based on your skill level, and two, they are actually throwing at your head. I see a lot of people, they practice like this, and so they go and they throw, and the other person's kind of doing this, and it's not keeping them in check. Her arm should hit me if I don't duck properly, okay? It's about dropping my hip. All right, so one more time, let's take a look at how this drill works. Duck, 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 bam, duck, bam, duck, bam. You guys got it? I hope so. Thank you.